What do you have to say to the simple question, are you public enemies or public defenders?
So I think, good evening and thank you so much for having us today. Maybe we should correct that line whether we are defenders or enemies. Now, Operation Dudula is the mouthpiece of ordinary South Africans who, are voiceless and have been, left behind for I can say for 30 years when we have been promised justices and a gravy train. We've been on the gravy train for the past 30 years and it's not happening. We've been fooled for the longest time, and Operation Dudula is that movement where South Africans feel very comfortable in addressing these issues that are affecting them on a daily basis.
Okay. Dear Zandile, your whole entire movement is centered around getting rid of foreigners, and that's it. Don't start moving the goalposts by including other issues you don't address, like for example, racism. When Gayton McKenzie was calling us the K-word in his tweets, where were you guys at? Unemployment. How about Ford company deciding to retrench 474 South African workers? Where were you guys at? Busy running around like headless chickens, blocking foreigners from accessing healthcare, but never dealing with an overcrowded hospital facing shortage of staff who are underpaid and overworked, and lack of equipment like wheelchairs and hospital beds. Gender-based violence. When that video of those Nigerian men beating up those South African women in that hotel room, not one peep from that movement. And
we shouldn't portray Operation Dudula as that vigilante group, or rather a group that's targeted by, there's a backlash from South Africans. If you look on social media platforms, I mean, we have most South Africans who are actually quite happy with the work that we are doing as Operation Dudula, because they can see the difference in the past 5 years of its inception.
Really? Does this guy in this video look happy when he's being targeted because he looks foreign? Or because maybe the way he speaks Shangaan sounds different?
So Nagala South Africa gets on everywhere. Ready for tag times 7. Tag. For tag, I don't care about Bora, I don't give a shit. Did I send you on and for Rena? I didn't send you.
You're not educated, that's the problem.
I wasn't educated, I wasn't educated, it's you. And give a lot of America and give us out to Sabara, give us a take a lot. Tagata, you got nothing. Papa, give Muzulu, stupid. You show on Bonwen. Oh, no, not a run, look what I'm eating in mouth. No, show when you're looking. Who saw Commander? What's that? Utorua mona norna le matla. Yeah, zana robontsha rona ona ona. Ra bontsha no ra ona ona. Sa khombisa ukuthi na wa mandla. Lechanga lo. Rina la shiri tshetse gate rina lona ha tsene. Ha tsene shu. Ra bontsha rona le matla. A shu ha tsene. Ha tsene. Yeah, tsamo mmitsa.
We have been raising issues that no political party wants to talk about, and the burning issue, which is the immigration issues. Operation Dudula is the only political party that takes the government head on when it comes to these discussions of immigration. Yes, there are other political parties that talks about it, but who does action more than just talks?
You got the balance of 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. So yes, Operation Dudula shouldn't be portrayed as just that, a political party that focuses on immigration. I mean, there's a lot that we do. We also deal with housing. We are into labor. We also deal with issues, at an educational level, where we have issues at the basic education department, and service delivery. Now, all we are saying is that we have an influx of illegal foreigners in our country, and nobody is willing to address that. Not even the president of this country wants to talk about this burning issue. And fortunately, there is Operation Dudula, who happens to be the voice of the voiceless, and unapologetically so, we will be raising these concerns and making sure that our South Africans are placed first, because that's our motto, that we want South Africans to be placed first in South Africa and not anyone else.
The first question that I have reserved is for you, Ms. Dabula. Let me just ask an open-ended question. If I said frontline states, what comes to mind and what can you say in relation to that?
So now this is about the people. We have this Freedom Charter where Operation Tutula is entrenching the Freedom Charter that says people shall govern. And currently we don't have leaders. We are on autopilot, and that's where Operation Tutula comes in.
No, I'm asking about frontline states.
Frontline states. So this is about. Are you now taking this together with the
If I say to you frontline states, from a historical perspective, what comes to mind as we have this conversation?
The frontline states, I would believe it's about, the people in power.
Let me help you. You obviously doesn't know what frontline state is.
Okay.
She obviously doesn't know what a frontline state is, right?
Isn't it ironic that she went around every school saying children of foreign nationals mustn't be educated in our schools, but yet she hasn't educated herself on the definition of frontline states? Aye, yeah, pop. If you cannot answer the question, ask for clarification. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. They asked it again, and it shows that this thing of memorizing the Freedom Charter and the Constitution and immigration laws doesn't make you a credible leader who's knowledgeable about issues on immigration.